City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. And this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. But guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield to get the carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
first and 10, it's Algier. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Hands it off out of the gun. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And on third and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Youngwei Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10 at their own 22.
Super one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is gone. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And he is brought down without before reaching the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Goff now looking to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. Makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Okay, ready?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 24, Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Lions had 3 and 8 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gibbs, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. If you're a fan of old-school physical football, that play was for you.
No doubt about it. That play was for anyone who likes football. He did everything properly on that one. Great contact, wrapped it up, unable to jar the ball free. The only disappointment on the play for him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. Touchdown! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Garibay on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Garibay on to attempt the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And that's to the former Falcon, Austin Hooper. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And complete to Drake London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here we go, set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hold on.
Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Jeff Okuda up from his cornerback spot to make the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Garibay's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Michael Walker there to bring him down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on 1st down. Gibbs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Garibay on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on 2nd and long. And they will take a knee here. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Lions, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi, my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser, I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise.